Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my glass studio. You know, a lot of times when I'm making art, I want component pieces or I want little pieces that have curvature to them. So I just had a class and one of the students was showing me that she took a whole bunch of different variety of things that you can put inside your kiln and would slump stringers over them in advance, and then she could use all those little bent pieces as stems or accents for some floral arrangements that she was making in fused glass. So I thought, let's give that a try. So today I'm going to put a bunch of different little things in this kiln here, including some molds that are intended to bend pieces of glass, but intended to bend pieces for weaving. Another thing I'm not even sure what it's intended for. And then a few things that are unconventional we're going to put in there, which I don't usually do. So I hope this goes well, because I usually suggest that anything goes in your kiln should be from your art glass supplier, specific for glass fusing and high heat. But today we're going to try something a little different, a little scary, but a little fun at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and move this camera over here so you can see what we're doing inside this kiln. This is my Scut Firebox 14. I've taken all the furniture out of it, taken the kiln shelf, the kiln post, all that out of there. Now I'm going to take this this wavy mold here. See that? Isn't that cool, right? It's ceramic. It's been primed. I'm going to lay that in the kiln. And I'm going to take these assortment of noodles and lay it over the top. And we'll see what happens. I'll lay them out. Maybe I'll lay some diagonally, some straight. Just kind of fill it up. There we go. Goes in there. Oops, we don't want it to fall off. There we are. Some black ones. We got black, green, amber, mauve, blue, all different colors. We don't want them to touch because green is definitely a great color for stems. I like this aqua. We'll put that in there. Put that over here. And we got these two overlapping, so I'm going to move those so they're not overlapping. This here's a nice green one. Let's go ahead and get that one in there for sure. And maybe some red. Put a red one up here. Let's see, put a red one down here. Let's see if we can fit a red one. Let's see. We can fit a red one right here. And I got the short blue one. The cool thing about noodles is you can bend them in a candle, but they take a little more time and patience. The cool thing about this is I'm going to get a whole bunch of different bent pieces just in one firing, and that could be a real advantage, when you're trying to save time, or maybe you're working in a series and you're working with a whole bunch of pieces and you need a bunch. This looks like it would be a great method for that. I'm going to take this long amber one, tuck it right there. I'm going to put this blue one up here, I think. There we go. Those two might be touching a little bit. Put this red one right here. Very nice. Got another amber one, put that here. And this long red one, I really want to fit that in there. So maybe I move this blue one over, put the red one here on the edge. And then put this blue one, oh yeah, we can fit this in there. I'm just not quite sure where. Maybe I move this red one up here. Maybe put the blue one down here. There we go. Alright, now this is going to be taken to a slumping temperature. It's kind of a low temperature. There we go. Make sure these are all on top of the mold and not going to fall off onto the shelf. Because the bottom of this kiln has been primed a while back, but I haven't done it recently. I'll make sure everything's going to stay on that little mold there. Here I have another ceramic mold that's a little bit tighter, has a much tighter pattern, and it has been primed. We're going to go ahead and put that in the kiln here. I've moved the camera, so hopefully you can see this going in here. And now I'm going to take some stringers. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put a piece of papyrus on either side of that in case. Actually, let's take that back out. I'm going to put a nice row of papyrus here, just in case anything moves or falls off this little platform and comes in contact with the shelf. I don't have to worry about it sticking. I'll put that in there. Let's put this over here. There we go. Take those out of the way. And now we're going to add these stringers. Ooh, look at this pretty assortment I have here. Isn't that fun? I got greens and blues and orange, red, all sorts of colors. And I'm just going to go ahead and spread those out. Well, let's do about half of them. Spread those out on this mold, and we'll see what happens. So now, at an angle's fine. I don't know if touching is a problem because this is kind of a low temperature. They shouldn't stick together. But just to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to kind of separate them. I do want to make sure they're on the mold and not going to fall on the shelf below or the bottom of the kiln. I got those spread out kind of nicely. There we go. All right, now we're going to try something a little different. I'm going to take, okay, check this out, right? My granddaughter's chalk. If she knew I were doing this, I don't know what she would say, but I don't know that I necessarily would encourage her to put these in the kiln. I'm going to try these round ones. Just see what happens. Put those in there like that. Oops, that one wanted to roll. Look at all these fun shapes that we could work with. You know, these chunky pieces. I'm not sure how that would work, so maybe we should try it. Oh yeah, I think we should. All right, let's change the setup a little bit. Let's move this over. And let's add some paper right here down the middle. I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. There you go. Tuck a little piece here. Give myself a little more room on this side. Tuck a piece here. Now, to simplify this, I probably should have just built this whole darn thing on top of a primed shelf, but I just primed the shelf and I was like, well, I'm not using it to actually fuse on, so I don't feel like priming it again. So I'm just going to have these little bits of paper left over from different things, so I'm just going to kind of utilize it to expedite the process and get these pieces in the kiln. You know, when you're experimenting, sometimes it's not about, you know, it's more about just getting the stuff together. All right, so now make sure that's covering. There it is. That looks good. All right, at this point we have the exposed part of the bottom of this kiln protected with papyrus. Get back there. I went ahead and cut these down so they're closer in size and shape to this mold that we're going to use. I'll lay them out on here. Try not to overlap them, but if they're a little diagonal, I think that's fine. Okay, there we go. Got them all laid out. Yep, perfect. And where they're hanging over the shelf here, and over here, there's some paper underneath. Now, let's take these pieces. Let's try doing some stringers over that. Oops. Okay, take a few of these pieces. Let's see the length here. I would probably want to break those a little bit. There we go. Let's see what happens. Ooh, they don't want to stay. What a surprise. Okay, let's go ahead and put them like this. All right, try that. Look at this pretty purple one. We definitely want to use that. Oh, we got them overhanging over here, though. Let's move that a little bit. Ooh, this is fun, right? Okay. You know, what's kind of exciting about teaching classes is, you know, students learn new things from me, and guess what? I learn new things from them. It's really awesome. You know, I'm learning new stuff from you guys all the time. The comments you make, the suggestions you make, they're all really helpful, and I appreciate that. All right. I'm beginning to feel like I'm all thumbs here. Now look at that with a crazy angle. Let's leave it. These should be kind of uniform, right? So let's leave that crazy angle there. I really want to fit this last green one on here. There we go. I don't know if tweezers would be helpful for this or not. Oh, I just kind of feel like I'm all thumbs. All right, there we go. All right, let's hope we don't touch it. All right, now let's take these crazy pieces. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to buy her more chalk. I see it coming. Because, oh, get back on there. I don't think you're allowed to do that. All right, let's try just, maybe that one's too big. Try these other pieces. Make kind of like a, I don't know, a sort of a moonscape of pieces. Does that sound right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Stop falling off. Oh, now this one's just going to roll right away. Goodness. Can you hear the birds laughing at me? They're like, oh, Lisa, what are you doing? Okay. Don't move. Okay. Over here, we're going to continue with our little conglomerate of weird stuff. How do you like that for a name? Conglomerate of weird stuff. All right, I'm going to take these round ones out because I have no shortage of these little bumpy ones. Because you know how it is. I love chalk when it's all whole. Let's see if we can dig through here and find some pieces. Okay. Oh, here's a nice one. That's a nice one right there. A nice random chunk there. What else do we have? Now I'm told that these will deteriorate as you use them, so I really don't want to use up all the fun stuff. Okay, get back in there. I really don't know what to expect from this when it comes out. Let's see if these are a good length. Yeah, looks pretty good to me. I could probably add a few more pieces of chalk after I drop that one. All right, here we go. Here's some more here. All right, I'm going to need tweezers to get that one out. You guys are really getting to see the full, you know, randomness of this going together here. I kind of have no idea what we're going to have, but sure it's going to be fun to look in the kiln tomorrow after I stop breaking all these stringers. Oh, there's another nice piece here. Oh, and there's a nice piece right here. Green. All right, I think I'm calling that done. Right there. Okay, so there we are. Maybe one more little piece down here. All right, because I think that's kind of the max length for these stringers. All right, so I have a bunch of pieces of chalk. We got the kind of a uniform sort of design going on there. I'm going to be crazy and try to move that. Oh, yeah, it didn't go anywhere. I have a pretty blue one here. Add that to, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't mess with it. Okay, it's staying still. All right. Now these are just going to put on here. We're going to see what happens. Oh my gosh, this could be so fun. You know, I'm even going to let these kind of just, oh gosh, just do that. It's like little pickup sticks. And then I'll have a few small ones here. I'll put those in there because they're already cut. Put some of these on this mold so we can get an idea what stringers look like on there. This is a mess, right? I kind of feel like I should try to straighten that up a little bit. And so I probably will. Okay, let's maybe a little more planning on this. Okay, this one can kind of overlap. There we go. Okay, I'm liking the way this is happening here. Those are touching, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. That one's going to go there. Seems like these longer ones are doing better. And it also seems like if the chalk is more uniform in height, it has a tendency to stay where you put it better. So something to keep in mind when you're building something ridiculous like this. All right, well, it's just going everywhere now. So I'm going to let it. Because I tried to be neat and it didn't want to be neat. So now we're just going to do it. Just going for it here. All right, see, it's this big piece of pink that's kind of making everything roll around. Well, it'll be interesting to try to figure out what we're going to do with these pieces when we're done. All right, I think this piece of pink has to go. We need something short and small in there. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, that seems like a fun idea. Now this one, everything wants to roll off it. So another design flaw here is your pieces need to be that direction, perpendicular to the stringers so they don't roll off. All right, let's bring this all together. Oh yeah, fun right there, huh? Fun right there. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it. Don't you worry there. We're getting it. You can see my little bit of frustration here. Oh, I like the way that one stayed in place. Wasn't that beautiful? This one's going to stay too. All right, these last ones. I'm running out of room, so I'm going to pick colors that I really like. Like, I like this blue. What else do I have here? I like this black. I think that could be pretty dramatic in something. I'll tuck it right there. I'm not sure if tweezers would be beneficial right now or not. All right, let's move that over a little bit. Move that over a little. This one's not conforming at all. So let's do that. All right, okay. This is fun, huh? All right, so I went ahead and got tweezers, and I do think they're beneficial. I'm able to move these pieces around a little bit and place them. Now, I don't know when this gets heated and these things start moving, it's likely they're not going to be at all where they placed them. But to be honest with you, I don't know that I would know the difference because I really don't know what this is going to look like. So, there we go. Whew. I think I better leave that. I got this one down here though. I'd like to use it. Let's see if I can get it out. Oh yeah, there we go. I just put it right there. Some of these are hanging off the end of this mold. Oh, there's paper there, so that's okay. All right, let's go over here and see what we can do about this one. So we can get those back on there. Oh, yes, we can. All right, good. All right, let's get this one on here. There we go. And which of these do I want to use because I'm running out of space? Let's see, put this one over here. We're using all these, darn it all. I got a nice maroon one here. Actually, I got a white one. Take that white one out. It's white, kind of a rosy pink. If I can see the darn thing. There we go. All right, we'll put this right here. Ooh. Okay, it's still touching the other one. There we go. There we go. Okay, yay. Hooray, we're not moving that now. Although that black one's not going to make it to the other side. Let's see about that. There we go. Okay. All right, I got these 5 left over. I tuck those on here. Just because I got them in my hand, we're using them, darn it. That's why. All right. I'm gonna put this one over here. And this one right in there. Okay. Got one on top here. Put that there. All right. So, kind of cool looking, huh? In a crazy sort of way. Let's see. This one fell in between. Oh yeah. So let's move the whole thing. Oh, let's just move everything. Oh, why? I think we're gonna have this come out just so, right? I think that. All right. Goodness. Ooh. Okay. When you're better off to pick these up in the middle. Just learned that. All right. Now this one keeps falling in this darn hole. There. All right, tell me, please tell me. Leave it alone. Stop messing with it. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. Okay, so pretty cool. So I took the tweezers, I moved a few things around again, and guess what? You know what? Boom, 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 boom. Like little, you know, they shoot off those ping pong balls. And it's like an atomic bomb where it's, well, that's sort of what's happening in this kiln. But it's okay. We're having fun, and these are component pieces to work into something else. And I'm hoping, you know, we get some stuff that's kind of predictable and some stuff that's totally new. That's the whole point of experimenting and having a good time. And, you know, even if nothing comes out of this kiln, maybe we have sort of a crazy conglomerate of stringers and noodles that we will turn into something for sure. Anyway, I'm going to close this kiln very carefully. I'm going to fire this overnight, and I'll come back and show you what we have tomorrow. All right, here we are back in the studio. Let's open the kiln and see what we have. Now remember, this was fired at a slightly lower temperature, and I'm actually, gosh, pleasantly surprised with some things. A little disappointed I didn't get more bending on some others, but overall it's pretty good. So look at these pieces right here with the chalk, how they stayed intact. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you. There we go. Look how these pieces kind of, the glass bent over. And look here, we got a little conglomerate of stuff here. Let's see if we can separate them. Oh, yeah, we can, but then we also get smaller pieces, which is absolutely fine. But look how cute these are. Got some nice curvature there, so I got some nice irregularity on those. Over here we got some regular stuff, but I really would have liked these to have been a little, these two are stuck together. Okay, we learned at this temperature the pieces will stick. You can see we've got pretty good curvature on there, but I was kind of looking for something a little tighter, so that leads me to believe I need to go a little hotter. Glad nothing stuck to the mold, nothing stuck to the bottom of the kiln. That's great. Here we can compare a stringer and a noodle. Let's see if I get this where you can see it well. Here we go, a stringer and a noodle, and if you look at them from the side, we don't have a whole lot of bend there, but maybe that's enough for some flowers and vines and things. Maybe it doesn't have to be deeper. Or maybe, hold on to these with this shape and size and make another bunch with a hotter temperature, so then I have more of a variety. The nice thing about it is, imagine how long it would take to bend all these in a candle. You'd be hugging up to that candle for a really long time. Look at these over here on the chalk. Those are fun. They almost look like hair, right? Like little witch hair or something, or I don't know, kind of crazy wild hair. But those came out cool. I was anticipating these would touch the kiln shelf, but they didn't. So they kind of hovered above. So again, that has everything to do with the temperature and the time. These right here, I feel like could have definitely used more heat. So they're not very curvy. They're pretty. They've stuck together to some degree. So here we've got this crazy thing right here, this little conglomerate. And you can pull it apart. Some of them break, some of them don't. So these are parts pieces we're going to use for, something. I'm not really quite sure what, but and we got these weird little curves here. So fun stuff. So my takeaway from this is more heat, longer hold. Don't allow the pieces to touch unless you want combinations of pieces together. So that was a lot of fun, experimenting, filled a kiln. I always love filling a kiln. I always have a hard time when I have a kiln 3/4 of the way full and I was like, oh, there's more space. I could put something else in there. So I had a lot of fun. We tried 4 different methods of bending stringers and noodles. So I learned a lot. I think these, now that I'm looking at them closer, they have a nice softness to them. If I wanted something a lot more drastic, I would do a hotter temperature and a longer hold. So I think I would like to try that again, maybe with the same setup. And then, not saying these are good or bad, I'm not saying the newer ones would be good or bad, but saying a combination of all of them might work nicely in an upcoming project where some, gradual curves would be really nice to add some linear quality or some pattern, texture, maybe subject matter, maybe hair, maybe wavy pieces to represent water, or maybe wavy pieces just to give me a visual texture, or just, I don't know, some pieces kind of combined together. So I think my personal artistic process at this point would be to likely do this again, hotter and longer hold, and then wait for those to come out, take all of those pieces, put them together, sit them on the table for a while, live with them there for a bit, until some idea, some method of use comes to mind, because sometimes I have to get to the point where I have the things here before I can come up with an idea how to use them. Because if you're not sure how the pieces are going to come out of the kiln, how can you really anticipate how you would use them in a new project? So now that I do have some, I think these are kind of fun. Looking forward to trying these out on something, but that will have to be another video. So I'd like to thank one of my premium video members, Jenny, for bringing up this idea, this topic, and making suggestions and kind of showing me some of the pieces she had done using a similar technique, and inspired me to try it too. So that's the kind of influence you guys have on me. I know you enjoy watching my videos because you tell me all the time, which I love. Thank you very much for that. But I love it when I get feedback from you guys and suggestions and ideas of things that I can do to expand your knowledge, your skills, and how you might work with glass. So follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the above on the YouTube channel. We love it. I get notifications every week of all the excitement you guys are sharing and all the, all the ways you're reacting and enjoying the video and the different topics we're covering. So thank you for that. We notice, we pay attention, and we love it, just like we love you. Become a premium video member. What are you waiting for? I mean, really, we've got 30 courses. They're step-by-step video instruction, pattern ebook with color images, directions, tips, full-size printable pattern, firing guides, everything you need to know. 30 projects you can access the second you become a member. Hello, hello, hello. And they're all different types of construction, different types of patterns to influence you, to excite you, to inspire you, and most importantly, get you out in your studio where you have that beautiful, creative, zen and get in that zone where you are the happiest that you could possibly be. Until next time, happy fusing.